Yeah, we're concerned about traffic because the cost of gas is reaching new highs even this morning.
Yeah, experts say those prices are about to get worse. I know we sound like a broken record. CBS 2's Carl Finch from live in downtown, where gas at this station over $8, Carl.
Gosh.
Yeah, just when you thought it couldn't go up anymore, take a look at what's up there. $8.05 for a gallon of regular unleaded. That clearly is on the high side, but take a look at this. Numerous service stations in California have started posting prices of $7.25 or more for a gallon of regular unleaded. AAA reports the average price for LA County right now sitting at about $6.17 after setting a new record for the fourth day in a row. Now, the driving factor here is rising crude oil costs. The U.S. Energy and Information Administration estimates they account for slightly more than half the pump price, and the crude oil supply is about to take another hit. The European Union just pledged to impose an oil embargo on Russia. So, unfortunately, analysts, as you mentioned, they are not predicting relief soon. They say for now, Americans appear to be compensating by cutting back on spending in areas like dining out. The folks in one car that pulled in here yesterday checked out the prices and left.
That's way too expensive. Way.
It's too much. It's way too much. And like people like me, I'm on a fixed income. Can't afford it.
Coming up in our next half hour, what one local congressman is proposing. He hopes to help provide some relief, and what an economist is saying is going on here in California.
While most drivers are feeling the impact of the rising gas prices, trucking companies seeing the worst of it. AAA reporting diesel fuel now stands at an average of $5.53 a gallon, with prices much higher, like here in California. CEO Rand Taylor works with trucking companies to try to help them save money with a fuel additive. He says prices right now are hurting small companies the most. His organization estimates trucking companies move about 70% of the products that we buy. In some cases, all of this has led to layoffs. Taylor says the big impact comes when companies already have a small staff, and the cost of gas paired with supply chain issues could all lead to more higher prices.
They're going to pass on this costs, directly to the consumer. So, you're going to see costs go up in everything. It's already happening, and it's unfortunately I don't see any real end in sight for this, at least in the near future.
He says every time the White House has released oil from the reserves, it has helped trucking companies briefly, since most companies are still understaffed. Now, as of today, he says nearly 120,000 jobs in the oil and gas industry have been cut over the last 2 years.
He tells me gas prices there went from $4.37 to $4.79 overnight. Michigan practices price cycling. Instead of those small fluctuations you might see on a daily basis, gas stations will ignore them for often weeks at a time and then pass along the changes all at once. But that can actually be a good thing, as Patrick DeHaan of Gas Buddy explains.
Can often actually lead to lower prices. That is, it forces competition. There are much more aggressive decreases in those markets. The problem is getting the timing right. But that's why some of the states are making a big jump up, because they haven't gone up in potentially several weeks. And now, because of a huge increase in the wholesale price of gasoline, we're now at an inflection point where they basically have to pass along a big increase because they've ignored it for the last 2 weeks.
Heading into Memorial Day weekend, the average of a gallon of gas nationally was $4.59. That's the highest it's been since 2012. Today, the AAA price is $4.62, and our friends over at Gas Buddy expect it to reach $4.70 in the coming days. And there's no end in sight either. We just got some news about the European Union clamping down on ensuring Russian ships moving gas into Europe. And China's coming out of another COVID lockdown, Nicole, so that's going to increase demand, and prices are going to keep increasing.
And whatsoever you shall ask in my name, that will I do, that the Father may be glorified in the Son. If you shall ask anything in my name, I will do it. If ye love me, keep my commandments.